Hello everyone, Blackout Gaming Studios here. So, there's this genre of videos on YouTube that appeals to teenage boys and the terminally online, where cringy people are mocked and internet stories are discussed. Kind of what I do on this series. The YouTubers that make this content are referred to as leafy clones, drama channels, or the YouTube commentary community. Some of you might think that this stuff is gay, and I mean, you're right, it is. But there was a time where these YouTube channels were considered cool. That time has come and go, but I'd argue that since then, this part of YouTube has produced some entertaining content and interesting people. One such example is the subject of this video, a little-known troll who was making a name for himself in 2022. He was a troll who wasn't afraid to go outside and get himself in the middle of bizarre situations, for better or for worse. This is the story of Salvopancakes.
My dick in my hand, don't make me lift me with my foot in your ass, be cool.
Pretty gay shit, as you can see. In January 2013, the Life of Sal channel was created. The first video was posted on the 17th of February. On that YouTube channel, Salvo would post satirical videos and rap songs under the rap name Sal Grillo, working for the Aryan label. Through his content, Salvo showed that he's a goofball and that he has some performative talents. These traits were great for prank videos, so Salvo would be involved in one on the Zeus channel, the first YouTube channel of the Paul brothers.
We have a guest star with us here today.
For my hands, I can't really bend them because of an accident. Can you feed it to me?
You can use your hand?
I can't. Look. Oh, no. Can you feed it to me, please?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What happened with your hand?
I hurt my accident. I was doing that one thing with the ball.
Salvo was a good friend of the Pauls. They used to go to the same high school, which would mean that Salvo is from Ohio. And Salvo was even invited to Jake's wedding in 2019. I don't know if I'll receive any privacy complaints on this video if I show any footage or images of him at that event, because he says that doing so is doxing, and he doesn't like that. So instead I'll show this on screen. But whatever, I just wanted to bring it up as an interesting piece of YouTube trivia about this individual.
And now I'll go into my demonstration of how to become a character. I have red lipstick right here, a banana right here, and some lotions. You're gonna tell me, literally gonna at home, try to guess who I am.
Oh, we got a bit of a trivia game.
This is a banana. This is a banana right here. I'm still in character. Scene.
Yeah. I guess I don't watch enough movies.
Jennifer Aniston, horrible bosses. In the last demonstration, I'm still in character, and action.
Oh my god. This guy.
Second to try to guess who that is. Also Jennifer Aniston in The Good Girl.
Is that a porn actor? I'm genuinely curious. Okay, so it's just a regular actor. I guess he actually thought he'd make a good actor, because in that same video, the guy advertises what appears to be an amateur action movie called The Enforcer. The people working on it only made a trailer, however. In March of 2015, Sal made his last video on the channel where he promoted a podcast called Behind the Spade on the Serial channel. Most of this has been scrubbed from the internet, but the Serial channel's Twitter account is still up, and a few minutes of footage still remain on the Internet Archive. From what I was able to find, it seemed like Salvo was not playing a character on there, and that he was actually quite normal. Although, I didn't have much to work with here, so don't take my word for it. In 2016, as the Serial channel became less active, Salvo would start posting on a channel called Salvopancakes, and in 2019, he would post his most popular video to date, one in which he quote-unquote exposes Ross Creations, a YouTube prankster with millions of subscribers, for flirting with teenage girls while being in his mid-20s.
These guys are faking a YouTube prank right in front of me, and I am absolutely not going to stand for it. I think he just invited them to swim. These girls are in fact 16 years old. 16 years old, they're in high school. I don't know about you, but this is pedophile stuff that I absolutely cannot stand. This is disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Hey, can I get a selfie with you guys? Yeah. Hey, are you doing the pedophile on the beach prank today?
No, not today.
These girls are in high school, man.
No, they're 19.
They're in high school.
They're 19.
They're in high school. They're in high school, buddy. They're in high school. Keemstar!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
The video doesn't really expose anything. You can presume that Ross was flirting with those girls, but for all we know, these could be adults. So, Salvo would post a video in 2020 in response to all of the backlash that he was receiving from Ross's fans. Salvo supports his claims of these girls being minors by saying that he heard the ages from a local news reporter who was taking pictures of the people on the beach and asking for identifying information.
Now joining me, I have George Gray, a reporter for Sarasota Times, sent in a video claiming what he saw in the ages of the girls. George Gray, take it away.
Hello, my name is George Gray. I'm a reporter for the Sarasota Times. I'm here to confirm that the girls Mr. Ross was talking with are indeed 16 years old. It's a shame that older men have to prey on little girls.
Okay, this sweatshop worker isn't no George Gray. But in case you have any doubts, the Sarasota Times, the newspaper that Salvo keeps saying that Mr. Gray works for, doesn't actually exist. There's a newspaper called the Sarasota Tribune, but there isn't any Indian called George Gray working for them, as far as I know. Now you're probably thinking, well, Lander, it looks like Salvo fabricated this entire story. This is fucked up. And to that I say, you're just too much of a normie to get Salvo's dark sense of humor. Pedophile accusations is peak comedy. Salvo's video on Ross would lead to him being called a cloud-chasing liar and an ugly creep.
I'm going to take my clothes off on camera to shut the narrative up that I'm this disgusting ogre that you guys think I am.
I'm relaxed, right? I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed.
Salvo, undeterred, would keep on posting videos and eventually overcome the hate. During 2021, Salvo would make drama an important part of his channel, as he would go on to make video after video on Philip DeFranco, Mike Malyak, and Ethan Klein.
Ethan Klein just informed us how he keeps this beautiful, crater-filled butt cheeks nice and clean.
I do. I barehand my ass.
Interesting.
In the shower with soap.
Of course.
He would also go on to A-log a few commentary channels that he was following: RFC, Tipster, Nicholas Diorio, and Flamco TV. What makes these YouTubers different from the other people that Salvo was attacking is that they were nerdier and more hungry for drama. Hence, it was easier to get their attention. And that attention would come in January of 2022 when RFC dedicated a segment of his podcast, RFC After Hours, to responding to Salvo.
So, last night, I just like being a retard, posting shit on Twitter. And so I get this video sent to me, right? And I got fucking decimated. I got bodied, alright?
Hey Augie, I hope the only revelations you're having lately, as your tweet claims, is the acknowledgement in your head that you have been completely lazy. You have completely taken your foot off the gas and you've gotten complacent. So many
I've gotten complacent.
Stories you're late on or you don't even know and Chad has to fill you in.
So
or Nick's...
his argument against me is that I'm lazy and I don't know anything that's going on in the community.
And as time would go on, Salvo would get better at his shtick and start to gain a small but loyal audience.
I think more people in the commentary community, Augie and Nick Diorio, should actually actively try to start sexting. I think it would be healthy for them. I think if they actually give in to their manly desires and get out there and start to sext, get a little dirty, put yourselves out there. Be a little pervert for once in your lives. That is okay. That might make me respect them more as a man.
Fuck what Lyrics has to say. I didn't give a fuck then and I don't give a fuck now. What makes you think that you saying Lyrics is making fun of me in DMs that I'm gonna give a shit?
Legal action. You clearly can't.
You fell for a fake fucking Tipster account! This is what I'm talking about! This is how fucking stupid you are! You fell for a fake Tipster account! You're a fucking joke and nobody believes anything that comes out of your fucking mouth!
I have to go. Thanks for having me on. Augie!
What, to your wife? To your big fat wife?
Augie, my wife would literally make you cream in your panties. I promise. I'm just looking at it. I have the hottest wife on YouTube.
Around this time, Salvo would start his own podcast, and the Salvo Show, or Breakland TV, was produced with the help of a news team. The thing is, Salvo Live was purely satirical. It wasn't supposed to cover internet news properly. So why have this team of volunteers working on the show? A possible explanation is that he needed them to write jokes for him. These small streaming communities have a tendency to attract plenty of odd individuals, but Salvo would prove that he wasn't just your average spurg, as he would go on to eviscerate the VTuber Flamenco. Before becoming a commentary YouTuber, Flamenco TV was involved in a much more toxic part of the internet. He was one of the co-hosts of The Killstream, a shit show of a podcast where many heated arguments took place, and it was hosted by this unhinged individual called Ethan Ralph, who likes to dox and flag people he doesn't like. Flamenco was also a fan of MC Jarbo, a troll that makes these sort of YouTube poop-esque parody songs, a few of which where he calls a YouTuber Mundane Matt and Ethan Ralph pedos. Flamenco eventually had a falling out with Ralph, and instead he would be a co-host of RFC After Hours, another drama podcast that also has its edgy moments. With that in mind, this guy better have a tough skin for his own sake. During the middle of 2022, Flamenco was the target of many accusations. Accusations of him being a stalker, that he promoted false allegations, that he lied about his age, that he was a cooler, and that he drifted to some lolly novel. Salvo would around this time declare holy jihad on Flam.
I honestly think the victims of Jeffrey Epstein on Little St. James Island are treated better than how Flamenco treats his victim.
Salvo was trying his best to drive the dude insane, which he succeeded in doing by commissioning a parody song from a music composer, MikeTheBike.
Hey, Flamenco, leave them kids alone.
See, I told you pedophile accusations was peak comedy. Flamenco was really not happy about this song existing. He was angry at Salvo, but also at MikeTheBike. Now, this is despite the fact that this song is a joke, and Flamenco is a fan of MC Jarbo, who's made similar works. You'd also think Flamenco's drama background would have taught him how to ignore the trolls, but no. When those around him tried reasoning with him, he would ignore the advice and instead direct his anger towards them.
Like, I view Salvo as a troll. I think everybody else in the community does. So like, why are you taking him serious? Like, I don't understand. You're just so hyper focused on Salvo.
Why are you taking it seriously? Somebody made a song about how you're a pedophile, Flam. Why are you?
Well, you endorse MC Jarbo. Well, you endorse MC Jarbo making songs about Ralph.
That's retarded, dude.
You endorse MC Jarbo doing the same thing with Ralph.
MC.
Fucking quartering is saying that Keffels probably has child porn on her fucking computer. Salvo had MikeTheBike sing a song about how you should fucking stay away from kids.
No, you little fat liar. Salvo's multiple times said, "Oh, I'm gonna find his unsealed court documents. We're gonna find out that he molested his sister."
And every time he does that, I say I disavow it. Just like I critique the quartering,
I'm still cool with him. He can just say all these fucking things.
Yes!
Wait,
I am still
why
cool
don't
with
you
him.
criticize him then?
This behavior led to Flamenco being kicked off RFC and branded as a lolcow. Salvo, on the other hand, would claim victory and would establish his reputation as le epic troll of commentary, as during that time he would get promoted by the Red Bar radio show and even get offered to have a podcast with Keemstar.
Dude, Smaggle was talking shit, and he's never sounded so coherent before.
Well, because Smaggle and the other people in this commentary community... Yeah. Hi, Keem.
I'm starting a podcast, and you're going to be the co-host.
Let's go!
I think it makes a lot of sense, honestly, Keem. I think that's...
I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Can you just admit now on stream that you read or you viewed hentai about a 15-year-old?
Yeah, sure. 10 years ago, man. Oof.
How old were you 10 years ago? Sorry, I forgot.
24?
You're not beating the pedo accusations, buddy.
There's this like trend where women would like be dancing in front of a video and they would say like me or a PS4. So it was like 5 different women were dancing, and my reaction to it was like, oh, no offense, ladies, but you know, I'll take a big black dick. You know?
Def Noodles is another YouTube commentator. He was infamous for spreading false information. He'd muddy the waters during the James Charles situation by tweeting a TikTok meme as evidence, among other things. If that wasn't bad enough, he had a habit of labeling those he didn't like as alt-right. The guy is also a failed comedian. By the summer of 2022, Dennis's reputation had been completely tarnished, and the man was not helping his case by arguing with everyone in his Twitter replies. It's during this time that Def Noodles started advertising a roast battle event that would take place at the Def Noodles Comedy Club, a place that was built without a building permit. Dennis was probably hoping to confront those he was beefing with on Twitter, but surprise, surprise, none of them came. Perhaps you can excuse the low amount of attendees by the fact that this took place in a small showroom, but what's less excusable, however, is the performances of the comedians.
Miranda, I don't want to be mean to you. Miranda's weird. She owns a spider.
No, I mean like a full-life tarantula. Like, you
I'm
think...
a fucking spider bitch. What can I...
No, she's a feminine lesbian. That's what she is. Oh, my bad. Y'all...
Shikori looks like Biggie's reflection in Flint water.
Miranda looks like Nicolas Cage and Karn.
The comedy event even caught the attention of Penguin Zero, who reacted to the thing on one of his live streams.
Again, Death
Apparently
Noodles, because he's never hurt a girl with a wet pussy. Okay.
What is happening? You're like my cousin if you were a girl.
Thank you. I bet you cried when you got those tattoos.
I did. I did. Are you from Detroit?
Oh my... It's like an NPC malfunctioning.
After how well this show went, Dennis Noodles thought he would give it another try and plan a second roast battle event for September. But this time, things would be a bit more interesting.
It's common courtesy to give your guests a tour. Can I have a tour of the club that I'll be performing at tomorrow? I'm performing tomorrow, Def. I want the tour.
You're being rude to your guests. I went very far to come here. Can I have the tour, Deaf Noodles? Dennis Fatozo. I came traveling long journeys for the tour.
Yes, Salvo had traveled in person to LA and booked a ticket to the Roast Battle shit show, where he would wreak havoc. He would arrive to the event in a limo provided by Mike David of Red Bar Radio. And on arrival, he would be cheered on by Red Bar fans.
We're here for you.
Who are you here for? Who are you here for?
Salvo! 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 Salvo!
None of these people in the crowd cared about Mr. Noodles. They were all there for Salvo.
Red Bar! 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 Red Bar!
Deaf Noodles would take quite a while to get on stage, and when he did, I guess he didn't like the fact that Salvo was there, stealing all the attention, so he physically shoved him off stage. Throughout the entire show, Deaf Noodles wouldn't give the mic to the troll, despite the fact that he was the only one the audience really wanted to hear. Not like it did much to save the event.
Fuck Deaf Noodles! Fuck Deaf Noodles! Fuck Deaf Noodles! Fuck Deaf Noodles!
Fuck Deaf Noodles! Fuck Deaf...
I rewatched some of the footage, and there's a point where the crowd even turns on Salvo, and that's when he's kicked from the event.
Dennis Fatozo is a 40-year-old man.
No, he's not.
He lied about his age. He's a 40-year-old man that is so... He's a 40-year-old man. He's a 40-year-old man.
Bro, get out!
That's so cringe!
In the following days, the name of the obscure internet troll would manage to make its way into a video that Moist Critical did on the situation. This was the peak of Salvo's internet adventure. Now, one point of contention with Charlie's coverage of the situation is that he didn't seem to understand that Salvo had signed up for the Roast Battle event. He thought that the stage was only open to Dennis's employees and company. That Salvo was just some rando who went there to stir up chaos. When in reality, Deaf Noodles was challenging detractors on Twitter to come, and when one of them actually did, Dennis didn't know what to do. I mean, like, Salvo isn't just some crazy person, right? Anyways, in the following months, Deaf Noodles would lose relevance, threaten legal action against Keemstar, and have former employees threaten legal action against him. Now, eventually, he was able to make amends with some of his former enemies, but not Salvo, of course. More recently, however, it seems like the guy has been struggling with his mental health. As of now, all the videos on his channel are gone, and the guy is said to be either dead or in a rehabilitation facility. So yeah, that was a pretty rough ride for our boy Def Noodles. But what about Salvopancakes? Surely all of this trolling must have paid off, now that even the normies recognize him for his stunt in LA and the fact that he was on the Keemstar payroll at the time. So why is it that the story has remained in obscurity and that Salvo's channel was deleted? Well, Salvo had a bit of a falling out with Keemstar, you see. The two had their podcast together in Buffalo City called The Keemstar Show. It was an in-person podcast that clearly had a bigger budget and drama alert. It didn't have as many views though, but this show still had an audience. One of the appeals was that Salvo would act like some crazy hyperactive child.
You're not drama alert anymore.
You're irrelevant.
You're irrelevant!
He said you're irrelevant right to your face.
He called you irrelevant, Salvo.
What do you got to say, Salvo?
How did that feel?
How did
Tell
that
me,
feel?
how did that feel?
That little kid's a pedophile.
What?
Fuck that kid. I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And guess what? I doxed him and I got his mom's Facebook and I sent his mom a message being like, this kid's a little shit.
Hold on.
I saw your son making out with a boy.
Hold on.
I
Hold
told
on.
that kid's mom.
Hold on.
And he's
Hold-
dead.
We removed your mic. All right, that's not true. He's
not that.
No.
No. No.
See, Salvo doesn't understand where the line is unless somebody brings Coke to the party.
There was also a case where an editor brought in by Salvo was not paid. Needless to say, Salvo was hard to work with, and in November, him and the producer of the show, Kristen Nark, were fired for not showing up for an episode because of a snowstorm that left 6 feet of snow. In December, a YouTuber by the username Homeboy Edwin moved to Buffalo with Salvo for some time, where they would record some streams together. Those streams took an interesting turn when the two men would wear these sort of Christmas clothes. As a quote-unquote joke, they would even kiss on a stream. Salvo would make one last appearance on the Keemstar show as a guest along with Kristen Ark, Edwin's girlfriend, and some lady called Xylee. During this sort of disorganized Christmas special, Salvo decided that it would be funny if he doxed Chris's legal name on the air.
Hey, do you want to stop talking, Chris?
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Chris, shut up.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what happened.
Why did you say that?
There's no way he said that.
Why did you say that?
That was weird.
His fake docs?
No.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
His fake docs?
I know, but that is somewhat similar to his name, so don't.
It's not actually not. It's actually not.
This wasn't the only case of Salvo doxing. You see, there was one time where Salvo was hosting a game show, and Vito, one of the contestants, was doxed on live stream by somebody who was added to the call. Salvo likely orchestrated the whole thing, as he was good friends with the doxer in question and briefly showed the private information on stream. While he claims that last case was an accident, the same defense cannot be used for the first instance. And that's how it could have ended. Salvopancakes gets blackballed for doxing and then fades back into obscurity. But that wouldn't be a believable outcome. Not with this guy. On the 27th of December, Discord and Twitter messages from Salvo's news team began leaking. Turns out, outside of helping him with his show, the news team served as the secondary purpose of satisfying his sexual urges, as the guy was sexting pretty much every woman in the news team. Go piss and shove your face in it, baby. So yellow, baby. It had also come to light that Salvo was getting a divorce because his wife had caught wind of him hooking up with other women. One such case is a threesome that Salvo had with Edwin and his girlfriend Babs.
I'm trying to get what happened, what not. I'll let you guys battle out in court. Are you a little concerned? I mean, That's pretty serious money to go through while you're going through a divorce or a separation or something like that. As somebody who's been divorced and separated.
Am I concerned?
Yeah, I mean, I would be
No.
No, not at all. Why is that?
No. I don't know. I don't worry.
Quote-unquote heterosexual Edwin claims nothing gay happened in bed with Salvo, but I don't buy it. What's more important, however, is what Babs had to say on the matter. She was accusing Salvo and Edwin of... Well, I'm going to let this clip explain it.
This is where it gets, like, totally bizarre. I guess you were driving her back to her home, and I'm assuming most of this highway, and at some point, you said to Babs, I want to fuck you, or we want to fuck you, and this is where it's really crazy for me. You, like, put her toes in your mouth, started masturbating, and something like Edwin was involved too? I mean, these are my questions, flat out. Did something of that nature happen? And I'm also hearing that she wasn't particularly down with it.
Now, it's important to note that there's no definitive answer as to whether or not this happened the way Babs explained it. But what I will say is that she later clarified that she did not consider the event an essay, and that rather her problem with the two guys is that they were low-tier beta males.
I had two hot men on each side of me. What's there not to like? That is a direct fucking quote. Do you not remember this?
Mean? I liked you, Edwin. Like, of course I'm gonna gas up your head when you and your fucking bestie keep asking me and asking me if I've said on the stream. I'm not afraid of anything I've ever done. And you guys didn't assault me, but yeah, you guys are just low-tier men and you're pushing, you're creeping, you're pervy.
I wanna fuck your ass while your head isn't involved. There was also a screenshot of Salvo doxing the first name of Keemstar's girlfriend to his news team, but at this point, are you really shocked?
Brantley's first name in the server, you put that in the news server, I believe.
Yes, I remember doing that, but that name's out there. What are you talking about? How did I know about that name then?
Did everybody else know Brantley's first name? I feel like the majority of people didn't.
Okay.
So that's doxing, bro.
Dude, what are you?
And this is backpedaling is what you're doing.
You guys need to look at this.
If you want to sit here and cope and turn into semantics, do it. I'm not doing this.
In such a faggot way. It's a fucking first name.
This apparently breached some contract that Keemstar made Sal sign for the podcast. So Daniel Keem threatens legal action, but it only ever amounted to a threat.
When Salvo came on to work on the Keemstar show, my attorneys made a over-the-top one-sided contract in my benefit only, right?
Okay.
To the point where, like, Salvo took it to his attorney or somebody, and he's like, bro, I can't sign this. Like, what if I, like, leak anything, if I say anything private, like, there's so many I can't sign this. I'm like, well, dude, my lawyers have to look out for me, so, like, I have to do what they say, so we can't change it. Either sign it or don't sign it. And he signed it, right? Mm-hmm. Well, come to find out, the Salvo news team or somebody put the Salvo Discord server up, like, within the last 24 hours, and Salvo was leaking every private thing about me. He was, like, you know, every text message, anything. He was, like, sending to his Salvo's news team, like, his number 1, 2, and 3 lieutenants. He was telling them every detail about me privately. So now, like, we're actually going to take legal action.
Following this whole scandal, Salvo would take his supposed break from the internet as promised in a message he sent the night of the leaks.
Did you ever, like, touch your sister?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's not surprising at all. And I guess the other thing is, are you allowed, like, within 200 feet of schools?
No.
All right, then. That's all I had to say.
You got him,
remember.
The Salvopancakes saga was fun while it lasted, but now the guy was officially blackballed. The Keemstar show went on for a while following the Salvo arc, but it would be neglected in favor of the Blackout podcast. The Salvo news team members, the ones who broke the story about Salvo and then doxed him, would also get blackballed because they couldn't stop with their Discord antics. Another person who got blackballed was Edwin Generations. Because how dare you lie about not sucking Salvo's cock? Now, the details get a little fuzzy from here. So Mr. Pisscakes returned to making videos in the spring of 2023. The guy was back to where he was in the beginning of 2022, a nobody who logs commentary YouTubers. I recall him remove everything from his channel once to rebrand it into this sort of red pill drifter parody channel, but I wasn't able to get my hands on any of these red pill rants, either because he removed them himself or because he got banned not long after. Because yes, he was banned during that spring from YouTube, and this is why I had to heavily rely on the Internet Archive for the making of this video. Salvo Pisscakes would go on to other websites like Rumble, but he was also able to somehow get an account on the far-right streaming website Cozy TV. He was banned from there in August because he was letting Ethan Ralph, a band streamer, broadcast the Fuck Cozy Festival. I guess you're only allowed to stream gay porn on that homosexual supremacist platform. Salvo did make a return to YouTube, and was at the time joining forces with his friends Jesse from Prod Awful, Michael Alberto, and lolly-loving Mr. Sen, on a crusade against those who had blackballed him. It seemed like we were going to witness total commentary death, but instead of that, Salvo was once again terminated from YouTube. Salvo was also constantly being banned from Twitter, but he was able to recover his original Twitter account. That old account had access to a group chat with Keemstar and other commentary YouTubers that Salvo now hated. Salvo would post leaks that showed that he was living rent-free in these people's heads, to the point where they were plotting to have him arrested. Salvo was also under the impression that Keem was the one who striked his second YouTube channel, as he was often talking about flagging him. But it was actually revealed in a livestream that it was the YouTuber Nicholas Diorio who got the channel taken down, thanks to a privacy complaint he filed on a stream where Salvo showed the guy's phone number.
Hey, why are you lying, saying that Keem got you banned from YouTube?
He did.
Well, why'd you get banned? What was the video that went down?
I don't know the specific
Oh, you
video.
don't know the specific video? Because I know Keem didn't get you banned. Because I did. Yeah, because you released my fucking phone number, asshole. Yeah, of course I
just put it on stream. So where is the number, Nick?
You see the part that says calling Nick?
Calling.
The only two sensors are my fucking phone.
Calling the Diorios, it says.
Yeah.
Is that your show notes,
Yeah,
Salvo?
yeah,
Calling the
yeah,
Diorios?
he flashed his show notes with my fucking phone number on it, and then YouTube took down his fucking stream for it, and then they found out he was ban evading, and they took his whole channel down. Is that my fault because I wanted my phone number off the internet?
I didn't even know that was on the fucking screen.
Yeah, you fucking did. That's what the same way you didn't know you doxed Fred.
In that same stream, he also admitted to doxing Kristen Ark again. And if that wasn't bad enough, he would call for the mass flagging of the content creators in the group chat.
Buddy, I want them, please openly flag them until their accounts are banned, like everywhere. And technically, everyone in that group chat is technically part of a dox. Okay, guys? So by their logic, start flagging Xylee, Chris, Keemstar, Willie Mac, Dumpy.
In the following days, the streamer Xylee Gets Real, who was in the group chat, would make 2 live streams where she scrolled through the near entirety of the group chat's conversations since the Salvo news team leaks, in order to provide more context to the situation. Yes, it was true that the group chat members were obsessing over Salvo and doxed him a few times inside the group chat, but it's not like it was unwarranted. Aside from doxing, the guy had been false flagging for quite a while. He sent an unsolicited dick pic, had kept secret recordings on his computer of Keem and his partner. He got hit with a domestic violence charge at one point, and he was threatening to show up to people's houses. After this, one of the only people left to defend him was Ethan Ralph. But even then, Salvo managed to have a falling out with that guy, over something as petty as beating him in a spelling bee contest. Last thing he's done that's semi-noteworthy was getting challenged to a fight by some streamer from the sector, a fight which never happened. He tried starting a blood sports show and another one about actual sports, but those projects haven't taken off. Hell, this video will probably provide him with the most relevance he's had in a while. But yeah, that was the tale of Salvopancakes, that of a crazy man who was not meant to have a successful career as a public figure. But I'm glad he exists, because now I'm able to share one of the more interesting stories to come from commentary in recent years. On that note, thanks for watching this video. Go check out the Odyssey channel. I posted a video about Leafy not too long ago on there. Oh, and please don't flag this video down.